Listen up, Raiders. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnaz.
And today in this new Collectible Wars, we're going to kind of stick with Godzilla King and the Monster stuff. For at least the next couple.
Yeah, it's working for us. I get views. What the heck, we're doing it.
Might as well. There's a few verses that I find interesting that we can do without going back to doing the NECA ones. So for these ones, we're doing a couple of Bandai versus Jakks.
See, originally, I wanted to do the NECA 24-inch. But then we already used him, so a sad day.
Yeah, I didn't want to, at least so soon.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime, if we keep doing this next year.
Maybe we'll do it for the Godzilla 2020.
Yeah, or if, NECA puts out one, we could, compare it to the new one if they do a 24-inch long one. Which right now, don't know if they are, but hey. So, for the battle, we have the Jakks Godzilla. This is the 20-inch? 20-inch long one?
Yeah, 20 plus. 20 plus.
So the largest that isn't the gigantic. Compare next to, or at least battling, the Bandai of the same size, the Atomic Blast Godzilla.
And I got the more accurate Godzilla from the last movie, 2014.
Really?
Yeah.
Between all the little guy is more accurate than that.
No, after battle with Mothra, he had all... I mean, not Mothra. Muto. He had all these holes in him, so damage is already there. And when he spitfires, his mouth and his head pops off like that. 100% accurate.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm going to start first. I'm not going to... we have this one here because I didn't bring my extra one with me.
But this is the one that Steve fixed.
Yeah,
which high five for Steve.
He did a good job. I redid everything.
You critics, you guys out there talking about Steve, he puts a lot of effort into this.
Nobody really talked crap in that video.
Yeah, they did.
It was just more of the first few comments were people critiquing.
Were hurtful critiques.
Which it was critiques and giving input. And which was more or less usually I would expect to be hey, great job, Steve, at the beginning, and not, hey, this could have been done differently. But it's fine. I appreciate those comments, to be fair. It helps to grow.
In all honesty, we do. I was just messing around.
But anyways, so you'll notice the spines are colored. He's a slightly different color, and you see the detailing better. But one thing is also that I'm holding it on this side. There should be screw holes here. There isn't anymore. Just like that one is. So that was one of the things that I thought was very fair between the two, is that they both kind of have the same issues of having the screw holes. But the thing that I'm going to give this one is, even before I painted it, this is still the more accurate looking of the two.
You sure? Pretty sure my Godzilla had a super huge head with a...
He looks like he has a brain tumor.
I was getting there.
He's got giganticism of the brain, and his tail is a little bit on the smaller side. He's not gonna be able to please Mothra with that thing.
No, he won't.
Unlike my big guy right here.
Well, I mean, if you give me the heat gun, I guarantee I can bend it in this shape and it'll be the same size.
I don't think so.
Give me the heat gun. We'll find out.
I destroyed
the Mothra. I will destroy the Godzilla.
Please no, I only have one of that, dude. Articulation's about the same. This one is slightly more because I do get some tail rotation.
Arms.
Here.
Well, then in that concept, or in that thing, Steve, I get articulation right here. I mean, I get slight articulation in his face.
Is it really articulation, though?
Well, his tail movement is a really articulation.
Yeah, because when you turn it, it starts bending.
When I turn it, it starts bending. See?
He looks like I should be getting a cookie out of his mouth.
Put the cookie down!
Put the cookie
down!
But my biggest argument between the two is that just this one is the more accurate looking of the two. It's something I would be more inclined to display on my shelf. Well, that guy, I love it, but it's a goofy-ass toy.
So I'll give you that. Your guy has more accuracy in him.
Especially if you decide to put a little bit of effort into it, it actually looks really solid.
You got the size, comparably. Probably got the better looking one, because this guy looks pretty bad. But what your guys doesn't have it and mine does. Sound effect and lights up, Steve.
Yeah, well, even when we did the review of that when it first came out, I don't even know if that one's on Super anymore. But I thought that like the gimmick was actually kind of cool. Granted, the jaw hinging and stuff looks weird as crap, but it's like it's something as a kid you're not gonna lose his beat.
No, you're not. And which was one of the positive things I was going to bring up is this is one of the accessories that's amazing, but you will never lose it. But if you're rough with it,
yeah, like if you break it, you broke it. But that's like any toy. You can be a little too rough with it.
Yeah.
But I always thought it was cool. Yeah, it's electronic, if you will. Original paint job. I would still give it to this one because he just has pretty much yellow eyes and it's very solid coloring. While at least on this one they did dry brushing for the stomach anyways.
Yeah, there was different colors on it.
But for the rest of the figure, it didn't have this dry brushing you see here. But again, this one is the one that was repainted for the giveaway.
In all reality, this guy is better in every aspect except this guy is a little less smaller. He takes less room on your shelf.
Yeah, that is true. Like with the way the tail's designed, he doesn't take up much space.
And then he has sound effects and light up gimmicks. So those are like his winning points, I guess.
Yeah, like he's more of a novelty.
Yeah.
For me, like I still enjoy it, but it is a. I feel like the more the people that like Marmot and stuff like that would be more inclined to enjoy that one a little bit more in terms of the aesthetics. God, it's just like if it didn't have the giant screw holes everywhere, I think I would like it a lot better.
Like I don't get this. Like out of all these screw holes,
also his feet are tiny.
Hey, don't you make fun of his tiny feet? Out of all these screw holes,
than they were.
The one I don't understand is the one right in his jaw.
Well, so when the jaw hinges, you don't have to worry about popping apart.
What is he, like 50 Cent? He got shot 9 times or something?
Could be. He survived.
He got shot in the face.
Got elbow dropped a couple times in the movies. You don't know how much damage that really did.
That is true. Oh my god, I never noticed the ones on like his legs too. Like
yeah, like he's got screw holes everywhere. And that's the big problem, which is sort of the problem between the two of them. Like he was like you had to have him like standing like this on your shelf and it looks fine.
Yeah. Same thing like this guy.
You have him standing like this, it wasn't so fine.
But
except for now.
He had less screw holes though. Like this guy's just he looks
I was gonna say he had less, but I think I still had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was 8 on this guy.
It looks like he got attacked by radioactive bot fly, and they all just laid eggs inside of him and all poked out. So this is what he gets.
Yeah, I'm surprised at screw holes because like it being a Jack, they're usually pretty inexpensive. Like I thought they would just like slap this together, glued it, and called it a day.
They're like, we're done.
But they actually like reinforced it, which is weird.
Well, these days kids are ruthless, man. Like,
but he's $20, man. Like, let them be ruthless. Then their parents have to go buy more, and you're making more money because of that.
Yeah, that Godzilla's gonna get grabbed by tail, and the younger brother's gonna get in his face. Like, this is a weapon of mass destruction, literally.
You want to go, son?
Exactly.
Thankfully, the spines are soft-ish.
This guy is not like this. Like, this will hurt if you get hit by this guy.
Nah, the one thing I will give that a positive is I think the sculpting of the scales and stuff is a little better than this one.
I don't know.
Looking at it now, like you look at like the detailing in his face. Granted, it's a huge face, but he has a lot more like molded detailing than what this one had.
Yeah, he's got like the wrinkles.
I would not be a fan of having to redo that guy though. Like if I was going to repaint something, like you have to fill in the screw holes. His eyes are tinier than this one. And this one I kept pretty basic with the eyes because of how small they were. That and I wanted to still look sort of like the Jakks, so I just kept it two-tone instead of adding more color to the iris and stuff.
But overall, what it breaks down to, this guy's goes of his tail bending, takes less room, got sound effect. Actually, nice sound effect too.
Yeah, it's probably one of the better ones.
Cool light up gimmick.
And then this guy has the size, the detailing overall, and just more movie accurate.
Definitely more movie accurate.
For than film, anyways. But let us know in the comment section below which one you guys would have preferred to have had. Or if you guys had them, which one did you prefer? Let us know down there. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a Ranger Deal. See you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.